Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry for the brief delay there. We're having some technical difficulties, and our poor speaker, Chris, is going to have to hold his telephone in front of his face the entire time instead of using speakers. So bear with the sound. He's going to do his best. We're just so glad he's here. And hope everybody's having a good day so far. My name's Joni Ogg, and on behalf of travelprofessionalnews.com, home-based travelagent.com, and findahosttravelagency.com, I want to welcome all of you to today's webinar, and I thank you for taking the time out of your day to be with us. I'm really excited to welcome our friend Chris Green to speak with us today. Today's topic was really well received. We have an amazing number of people coming. How to start a travel agency in 7 easy steps. Chris is the director of networks expansion at Avoya Travel, and he brings over 20 years of industry experience and corporate travel specialist with various agencies, including Sendent Travel and Travelport. Chris first joined Avoya as an independent agency owner in the Avoya Travel Network before joining the company as a full-time employee in 2013. And since then, Chris has played a critical role in expanding the Avoya network with high-performing independent agencies. So I just want you all to remember that you are muted, but we do welcome your questions. And you can type those in anytime in the area you see on the screen there that says questions, and then we'll get to those when Chris's presentation is over. I'm going to turn the microphone right away over to Chris so he can get started. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you, Joni. It's great to be here. We love always chatting with your audience, and we love that so many people join that have that entrepreneurial spirit, because that's really one of the key ingredients to being a successful travel agent and advisor in 2023. We're thrilled to have you here today as we embark on an exciting journey towards your dream of becoming a travel advisor. As Joni said, my name is Chris Green. I'm the Director of Network Expansion for Avoya Travel, over 20 years in the industry. My favorite part of my job is that I get to help people turn their business dreams into travel business reality. And in 2023, there's this amazing thing happening in the travel industry and really in life itself, because there's been a seismic shift in how people think, moving away from happiness, meaning owning more stuff, to happiness is experiencing more things. And guess what? That's exactly what the travel industry can help them do. If you're ready to become your own boss and hit the ground running in this exciting industry, well, we have the roadmap to help you find your way to success. And let's not forget about a track record, because Avoya Travel would not hold the distinction of being the #1 host agency in the industry if it didn't have the results to back everything up. So here's a few things you do need to have if you want to have a chance of being a successful business owner. You've got to be curious. You've got to be self-motivated. You've got to have that internal drive and the desire to engage with the idea that you're a business owner and the idea of investing time to make your goals happen. But you know what you don't need? And I mean, maybe the best part, no experience is required. Today, you have an incredible opportunity to learn the 7 easy steps that'll help you achieve professional and financial freedom as a travel advisor and build the business of your dream. So let's take a couple of minutes and just talk about what we're going to learn today in our webinar. The 7 easy steps to building a successful travel business from the ground up, essential resources, and the building blocks for starting your own business. We're talking proven strategies for selling like a pro, how to achieve professional and financial freedom as a travel advisor, and the ways to live that lifestyle you've always dreamed of, success and the ability to travel the world. So let's dive on in and tackle section number 1, step 1, and that's all about connecting with a dedicated specialist. One of the most crucial steps in starting your travel business is getting personalized support and guidance. Avoya Travel understands the value of mentorship, which is why we provide each of our engaged prospective travel advisors with a dedicated affiliation specialist as you take the steps to go from dream to reality. This specialist will be your go-to resource, helping you navigate the initial stages of your business, sharing insights and answering questions that you may have about what it's like to be in the Avoya network. Basically, we want to tell our story. We want to hear your story and see if together we can't put together a shared success business opportunity, because shared success is one thing Avoya Travel is known for. As you take the initial steps to start your travel business, They'll be your first contact for success, supporting you every step of the way. And that's a pretty important step to take, right? I mean, after you take the first step, step two, well, kind of seems like a piece of cake. And step two is to create a solid foundation with travel agent education powered by Avoya. Now that you've connected with a dedicated specialist, they'll help you determine what the next step is that's best for you. Now, if you're completely new to the industry, you'll need to build a solid foundation, right? It's like building a house. You have to get the foundation proper for your travel business, and then you're going to want to become certified with a great travel agent education program. We think the one powered by Avoya is heads and tails your best choice. Travel agent education powered by Avoya is a comprehensive program designed to equip you with all the necessary knowledge and the skills to thrive in the travel industry. From industry trends and customer service to effective sales techniques, travel agent education powered by Avoya covers it all. With this program, you'll gain the confidence and expertise to provide exceptional travel experiences to your clients. And the best part, those who graduate from our education program are earning commissions 50% higher and closing sales at a 30% higher than their non-graduate peers. I mean, talk about a no-brainer, right? So what's included in the travel agent education powered by Avoya? A dynamic and comprehensive travel agent curriculum. Let's go back to step one really fast. One of the questions that the specialist is going to ask you is, how much time do you have to devote to your business? And while we never tell you that there's a minimum or a maximum, we will say that most successful new travel advisors are investing a minimum of 20 to 25 hours per week. So if you use that and you flash forward to this slide where we talk about 35 to 40 hours of online self-paced lessons, if you fall into that above category, you're really only talking about 2 weeks at most to be able to get through the travel agent education if you're dedicated and you're focused on your future business. It's available in both written and audio formats, and that audio format is a real game changer. Travel agent education completion, the exam fee, and one big point I want to make about the final test of the travel agent engine powered by Avoya. In our platform, it doesn't require a proctor. You don't have to pay an extra fee for a proctor. It's open note and open internet because it's great to know the answer off the top of your head. But in reality, there's going to be things you don't know that come up every day as a business owner. And being the kind of person that can quickly source that answer is just as vital a skill. And on top of that, successful completion of the program includes a complimentary membership for CLIA, Cruise Line International Association, and the entry membership into ASTA, the American Society of Travel Advisors, and a few more other goodies too that the specialists will be more than happy to go over with you. As we move on today to step number 3, see, we're moving and grooving, making our way towards you becoming a professional travel advisor. It's affiliate with Avoya and then build your business. As you progress on your journey, affiliating with Avoya Travel could be a game changer for your business. Join the Avoya network of independent travel agencies, and it opens up a world of new opportunities of growth and success. You'll gain access to continuous education to grow your travel business, including Avoya Travel's amazing early success program and our exclusive brand sales program that we'll tell you more about here later. No matter where you are on your business journey, we have a program for you. And let's talk about suppliers for a moment, because without the vendors, well, there's just nothing to sell, right? No place to send your clients on vacation. We have at Avoya Travel some of the most amazing preferred supplier relationships in the industry. I'm talking at the very tip top, and they're supplying an endless variety of vacations for your clients to be able to choose from. There's opportunities within Avoya to network and travel opportunities with Avoya events, and that's where those light bulb moments happen. When you have a chance to engage personally with your fellow affiliates in the Avoya network or the vast array of travel advisors that attend our unique events, boom, talking about taking everything to a whole new level. And a support system that empowers you to succeed. Support has and always will be a cornerstone resource offered by Avoya Travel. And let's not forget, Avoya's industry-leading technology will streamline your operations, leaving you with more time to focus on what truly matters, building your client base and selling travel, because that's what we excel at Avoya Travel, is making Clients actually go on vacation, not making them, but helping them, assisting, getting them to most amazing places around the world. Are you ready for step number 4? Do you feel we're moving in the right direction for your dreams to come true? Well, because we're talking about now your ability to access customizable resources. In today's competitive landscape, having strong business capabilities and marketing strategies is essential. Along with an in-house booking system and CRM system, Avoya provides you with a suite of customizable resources to make your business stand out and grow exponentially. From eye-catching marketing materials to tailored agency insights and report, we've got you covered. Our cutting-edge technology and marketing assets ensure that your business reflects your unique identity and helps you attract potential clients. Here's what you'll have access to as an independent advisor in the Avoya network. Agent Power, Avoya Travel's amazing technology piece. It's our proprietary in-house SaaS technology. It simplifies, it streamlines all of those daily operations in just one source. Includes a full CRM system, integrated search and booking engines, accounting and commission tracking, agency performance metrics, real-time insights, promotion finder, and an appointment center. And it's proven to save independent travel businesses time and, more importantly, money. Here's a stat for you, because we love at Avoya Travel to talk about stats because the numbers don't lie. Over 89% of independent agents in the Avoya network believe that Avoya's resource and technology save their business valuable time and money, allowing them to do what they do best, and that's sell travel. Let's move on for a second and talk about our just world-class marketing resource center. We're talking about on-demand marketing resource center, including turnkey marketing assets curated by Avoya's in-house graphic designers for travel advisors of all experience levels, assets including flyers, email templates, social media images, and so many more ways to connect with clients. Provide businesses with tailored agency profile for customers to search for cruises, tours, resorts, all the ways to go on vacation. And of course, what I think is the number one resource, what led me more than 10 years ago to becoming a business owner in the Avoya network, and that's the Avoya Live Leads, the industry's first and most innovative travel leads program. I'm not very good at marketing. I'll be honest with you. I'm good at selling. I'm good at talking to people. I'm good at describing what a vacation's like and helping them from point A to point B to point C in that journey. Marketing was never my strong suit. So Avoya Live Leads were just a game changer for myself as a business owner. And now that I'm an employee, I continue to see it be a game changer for those in the Avoya network. Talking about sending quality clients directly to you, accessible from phone, via the web, or our mobile app. Predictive technology helps pinpoint which one of your past clients are most likely to book to through our Avoya Smart Leads program. Just another amazing innovation from Avoya Travel. And at Avoya Travel, we don't sell travel at all. So we don't compete for clients with you. The only sales that happen in the Avoya network are the sales that are made by those in the Avoya network. And talk about the results. The exclusive live leads our affiliates have access to in the Avoya network continue to generate the majority of sales in our network overall. And among our top producing agencies, our big players, well, it plays an incredibly significant role in their ongoing success. Talk about supporting your success. Let's talk Avoya support for just a minute. The industry's best support ratio with one staff member to every 11 independent agencies. Some of the top host agencies out there, they only have like a dozen employees at the very most. And that's a lot of independent agencies to have to support. Well, at Avoya Travel, we're proud of that support ratio. Again, that's one staff member to every 11 independent agencies. And that top tier support is available not just a few days a week or a few hours, but available 7 days a week. Pick up the phone, talk to a live person. It really does make a difference. And of course, your opportunity to connect with the other members of the Avoya network through our collaborative peer network and our community forums, our knowledge base for quick answers or troubleshooting. These best-in-class resources set us apart and directly lead to our success and standing in our industry. Well, we're starting to bring it home as we make our way to step number 5. Are you ready to start selling? Well, with a solid foundation, a dedicated travel partner by your side, and powerful resources at your disposal, it's just time, right? Dive in and sell like a pro. Did you know that the average Avoya affiliate books over $350,000 in sales on a yearly basis? And that's compared to $200,000 by our second leading competitor. And then after that, I mean, it just nosedives from there. So when you're looking at who is going to be a good partner for you, I definitely recommend that you do some research. There's ways to be able to crunch the number of what the agencies reported as their annual gross sales by the number of affiliates in their network and figure out on average what their average independent affiliate makes, because that's going to be all about your return on investment. And again, Avoya Travel, very proud that we lead the pack in that area. Understanding your clients' needs and preferences is the key to success. Independent travel advisors in the Avoya network are equipped with the expertise to curate unforgettable travel experiences that keep clients coming back for more and more and more. As you build your reputation, as you build your clientele, you'll find the joy of connecting people with their dreams vacation is one of the most rewarding aspects of this business. Wow, we're just moving along today, aren't we? We're already at step number 6, and that's grow your business with continuous education. Anybody in any industry that excels will tell you that it's important you keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on. Unless you're committed to understanding the here and now, you're going to be selling from yesterday's standards while your competitors are moving forward and looking out the windshield. You don't want to get caught in that situation. And at Avoya Travel, we make it so easy. The travel industry is constantly evolving, and staying ahead of the curve is key to your success. Avoya Travel is committed to your continuous education and professional development. Our ongoing education programs, webinars, workshops, and conferences keep you updated on the latest industry trends and the best practice. We're going to talk about a couple of the programs that really make a big difference. Avoya University. This is an online program that offers interactive lessons, best practices, and coaching sessions at your own pace. This is kind of where you're going to learn Avoya Travel's technology piece so that you're working on that from a position of strength. It usually takes about 30 to 40 hours of time to invest in order to become beginning to start to master Avoya's technology, but they certainly have you covered through the network enrichment team at Avoya University. And then there's our Foundations for Early Success program. My friend Laura Burke runs that program. Wow. I mean, just wow. Maximize your new travel business potential with sales development coach lead sessions. These small group sessions provide coaching on claiming live leads, setting up successful systems, and defining success. In the first early part of your business, the first year to year and a half, it's all about establishing your best practices. And the Foundations for Early Success program can help you do that so that as you continue to move forward with the growth of your business, you'll always have that solid foundation of which to rely on. The same thing with our Avoya brand sales team, an entire team dedicated to helping you sell more. Say you're selling a celebrity cruise and you're just stuck. We've got a specialist that you can reach out to for that one-on-one advice about that specific brand. Yeah, Avoya's brand sales teams offer supplier-specific support to agency owners in our network, helping them increase their sales with personalized sessions, tips, tricks, and insights. Our team assists with understanding promotions, finding deals, closing sales, and more. Almost everybody in the Avoya brand sales team, I mean, maybe it is everybody, but I'm pretty sure it's just about all of them, are former owners in the Avoya network who have now transferred over onto this site to help a new crop of agency owners find their success and sell more and generate more in commissions. And then there's the Avoya events. Sharpen the tools in your toolkit with Avoya's networking and educational events. From vendor immersions to our annual conference, there's always going on at Avoya Travel. Networking with other travel advisors and industry experts is a fantastic way to expand your knowledge and grow your business. Like I said earlier in our webinar, This is where the light bulb moments happen. When you get a chance over just a casual conversation, say coffee and a donut in the morning before maybe the first general session, and you're talking to another affiliate and they're like, oh, I've been down that road. What you should do is this. Wow. Talking about gaining knowledge from someone who's been there and done that, that's certainly a way to help you move forward in your business. And that's why Avoya offers a variety of networking and educational events dedicated to helping you become a master of your trade. Well, let's bring this one on home with step number 7. Live a lifestyle of success and travel the world. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Living that dream lifestyle of a successful travel advisor. With Avoya Travel, you'll have the chance to experience the perks that come with running a thriving business. Enjoy travel opportunities, flexible schedules, and the financial freedom that comes from making your passion your profession. The Avoya Network is living proof that with dedication and support, you can achieve incredible success while exploring the world. 85% of independent agents in the Avoya Network travel for pleasure more than 3 times per year. Wouldn't you like that lifestyle? Over 97% of independent agents in the Avoya Network believe that agent power allows them to work from anywhere, even outside of their home offices. I'm going to have a great quote here in just a second from Marianne Schuyler of Everglow Travel LLC. Marianne has been able to work from everywhere she's been, including a Viking Ocean cruise to Turkey and Greece with a Cappadocia pre-sale extension that included 3 nights in a cave hotel and a sunrise hot air balloon. Stop it, Marianne. Stop it. Sounds amazing. Here's the quote from Marianne. My favorite leisure travel adventure while being affiliated with the Avoya Network was a Viking Ocean cruise in September of 2022 to Turkey and Greece with a Cappadocia pre-sale extension that included 3 nights in a cave hotel plus a sunrise hot air balloon. I was able to work from the cruise as well as everywhere I've been. I booked trips, made final payments, checked my calendar, sent emails and quotes. I can do everything whilst traveling with Avoya's resources that I can do from my home office. Again, that's Marianne Schuyler of Everglow Travel LLC, an independent agency in the Avoya Network. So now that we've run over all 7 of the steps, I guess it's time for the conclusion, right? Congratulations. We've filled you in on some of the important aspects, and you've learned the 7 easy steps to starting a travel business and transforming your passion into a prosperous one. Avoya Travel is here to support you every step of the way, providing you with dedicated specialists, comprehensive education, and a wealth of resources. Now it's time for you to take action and begin your journey towards a professional and financial freedom as a travel advisor. So how do you do that? Well, how about you reach out and you join us and contact us directly to get started. Don't just start a travel business. Become better than the rest with the industry's leading travel partner. You can reach out to myself. My email is chris.green@avoyatravel.com. And pick up the phone. You can give us a call. And there is a wealth of information, Joni, on our website at avoyanetwork.com. And we certainly hope that we've got lots of questions because I know we saved plenty of time. We didn't want to just have a full presentation and use up all the time. We wanted that chance to maybe answer some questions that might have come in during our presentation.
Well, we do, Chris. That was fantastic and to the point, which is great. And we've got lots of questions. So get ready. Here we go. All right, first one. Will the cost be reviewed for the travel agent education? Can you kind of go over that if that's possible?
Certainly. The cost for the travel agent education through the Avoya, the one that's powered by Avoya, is on special right now for $649. It's an amazing value because, again, there's no extra fee for the proctor, and there's some values on there that really make sense, including the free membership, as I said, to ASTA and the free membership to CLIA. And if you turn around and you affiliate with Avoya Travel right after finishing your education, we do take $100 off the affiliation price if you've taken that education through the travel agent education powered by Avoya, which is certainly what we recommend. But I do want to be clear, Joni, we do accept other travel agent education platforms. We just want to look at the curriculum and look at the transcripts and see if that education matches up with our very high standards.
Okay, perfect. All right. Question: how do you get certified to work with particular vendors? For example, Secrets or Royal Caribbean or
Yeah, I understand the question. And thankfully, almost every main travel vendor and many of the destinations of which they serve are going to have their own certification program. One of the requirements that the vendors normally have, though, is that you're associated already with a professional travel agency or a host agency, such as Avoya Travel. So once you're an affiliate in our network, you'll have access to our credentials. And through that, you'll be able to build your own profile on the various vendors that offer this certification. You just put in the information and then your Avoya email and our credential numbers. And then either A, they automatically set up your profile, or in some cases, they send us a note that says, hey, Sally Smith has sent us a note that she would like to be able to be registered in the Royal Caribbean system. We give that the thumbs up, and boom, you have access. And from there, you can take all the certifications that are offered by all the various vendors, or in some cases like Jamaica or Hawaii will have their own destination specialist training, and you're able to take that as well and just continue to further your knowledge so you can be a stronger member of the travel industry.
perfect. Okay. Is the CRM agent power an additional cost?
No, none of the resources that I spoke of, Joni, with the exception of something that might involve having to travel to an outside location, none of that is going to have an additional cost, right? So our brand sales team, our early success program, access to our CRM, all of the marketing capabilities that we talked about in our marketing resource center, including the fact that by working with our creative team, they can actually have all of those assets customized to their own branding. And again, there is no cost to that. Avoya is a shared success business platform. And what that means is we provide best in class resources to the travel agent community who then use those resources to have higher level of sales. And it's through that partnership that we're able to both be successful in our endeavors. So yeah, no extra cost for accessing Agent Power, our CRM.
Okay. This question is interesting. Is that the travel that's booked independent from a lead, obviously from the leads program? Are they authorized to use Agent Power, etc. for those?
Sure, as long as that's going to be run using our credentials, right? So one of the things about joining a host agency, and it gets a little complicated, my team can go over this, but with a host agency, there's never going to be an exclusive requirement. So there's nothing in our agreement that requires you to be exclusive with Avoya Travel, just to operate a business that's filled with integrity and professionalism. So of course, any live leads that you take through our program is going to have to be booked with us. But any of your personal travel, you certainly can book that through Avoya Travel's credentials as well. There's just a different commission split because it goes directly to the heart of who's investing the time, effort, and energy to market the initial client. So our live leads are going to have a different commission split than, say, the clients that you booked that are your personal business. Our live leads have a commission split of 30% to you and 70% to Avoya. Again, it's Avoya's cost, which as a general rule throughout time has usually factored around that 40 to 50% rate of the amount of money that you make from a commission you're spending back in your marketing program. So really, we think the split is very fair. 37 for our live leads. It's 80-20, 80% to the independent affiliate on their personal business as it stands right now.
Okay. Someone's asking, is there a list of vendors with commission percentages paid out that is available? Would you just recommend they reach out to you guys and chat with you about that independently?
We would, because it's a competitive industry. And so our list is somewhat proprietary because, the time and effort that it takes our strategic partnership to be able to craft those unique and individual relationships. But I can assure you, when it comes to leisure travel, Avoya Travel is certainly going to be on the very tip-top high end of that commission structure from the vendors. But again, if they go to avoyanetwork.com, they put in the request, they get connected with an affiliation specialist, and they have specific vendors that they want to talk about. We're certainly happy to go over the list in that kind of a format, Joan.
Perfect. And I think this question would be answered probably with that same answer, which is, can Avoya support high-end luxury travel? Yes, they can for certain, but that would be the kind of thing you'd want to chat with one of your folks about, your specific type of book of business, right?
Absolutely. And I mean, as Joni said, absolutely 100%. Avoya Travel is I mean, probably no other network books as many around the world cruises, the high-end luxury travel, all of those big brands, Regent, Seven Seas, Silver Sea. You hate to name a list because you always feel like you're going to leave a couple of important players out. But whether it's people going to places like the Galapagos, or as I mentioned earlier from Marianne, where she's going to Turkey and Greece and stopping over in Cappadocia, the most elite, the high-end vendors, they all work with Avoya Travel because they know that there's a great return on investment. You know, our affiliates sell at the very tip-top level. Our top team, just a couple of people in their agency, probably going to eclipse $10 million in gross sales this year. It's an amazing story. I promise you they're selling a big bulk of luxury vendors and talking to luxury clients on a daily basis through the Avoya Travel program.
Okay. So this kind of goes along with what you're just saying, that someone's saying, is there a minimum annual booking level required to maintain affiliation with Avoya?
There's not a minimum. We don't have a flat minimum. Really, we take into account several things, Joni. We take into account sales because we're a business and we have to. I mean, we're not here for those that just want to be a hobby travel agent. If their only thing they want to do is sell themselves trips and maybe a trip to a friend or a family member, there's certainly other networks that are much easier to join and going to be a better fit for that level of business. But if you're serious, if you're engaged with the idea that you're a business owner in the travel industry and you want to engage in that business, absolutely. That's one of the biggest things we look when it comes time to renew an agreement. Was somebody engaged with our business model? Are they logging into our agent power and actually making an effort? Are they generating some sales? Are they moving things forward? As long as that's the case, there is no minimum. We do have a monthly fee that is currently when you generate $1,000 in gross commissions per month. That's not a minimum. That's just a threshold. If you fall below that, it's a $49 fee. If you generate over $1,000 in gross commissions, the fee is currently waived for those agencies. So that's the closest we would have to a minimum, but we're really looking for people to engage with the idea and continuing to try to move their business forward.
Perfect. You answered a couple questions for me there with the monthly fee, so thank you for that. Can you kind of tell us maybe what type of support does Avoya provide for travel agents that are specialized in groups and meetings? Do you have that kind of a area in your book that allows for that and have specialists that do that?
We do have some that are going to be dabbling in the meetings and things like that. It's a little bit different. We are cleared, and when we say 100% leisure, so we do a ton of groups. We have an amazing groups department. Most of the groups that we're doing are going to be like multi-generational family groups or destination wedding type of groups. Or we have the ability through our groups team that blocks out groups of space ourselves on some of the biggest cruise lines and some of the biggest sailings around the world. So even if you're just selling an individual client, you may have access to that group to sell them into the group so that you have a special amenity or a price point that's going to make you more competitive and help you close that sale. And while we do have some that dabble in the meeting part, usually meetings require, my personal opinion, a GDS. And maybe down the road, that'll be an area that makes more sense for Avoya Travel. We're not an ARC agency. We don't ticket our own air. So you might find a partner that if that's the bulk of what you're looking to do, if it's just a small part of your business, we certainly have the resources to make it work. If it's your full business, I try to be a straight shooter and as honest as they come, Joni, and I would say we might not be the best fit in that respect if you're looking to do meetings and incentives from a corporate standpoint.
Perfect. Well, that's an honest answer is always a good answer. Is Avoya affiliated with a consortia?
We are. We're a member of the Travel Leaders Network. Avoya Travel was part of American Express for 35 years, and it was not our intention to leave, although they had kind of stopped doing a lot for the travel agent community between you and me. But when they decided that they were sunsetting their program last year, we went into a thorough search. Our senior leadership team really did button down all of the details, and they talked to all of the main consortia out there. And at the day, when it came to leisure travel and the future of leisure travel, just made perfect sense to be a member of the Travel Leaders Network. We actually won their newest, I forget the name of the award, and I apologize for forgetting that off the top of my head, but they give an award away at their annual conference every year. And last year at the Edge Conference in Nashville, they awarded Avoya Travel Award for their top new affiliate in the Travel Leaders Network. So Travel Leaders Network is who we're with. There's some great advantages when you combine all of the exciting things that Avoya Travel does and all the exciting things that Travel Leaders Network does. Talk about two marketing machines getting together just to take things to a whole new level. I mean, it's starting to happen now. As you would imagine, after 35 years of being with the same consortia, it's like moving. It's like being in the same house for 35 years and then up and moving to a brand new apartment. It takes a little bit of time to unpack all the boxes and get all the right artwork in the right places up on the walls, but we're making great progress, and day by day, we're really starting to see the fruits of that new relationship starting to happen.
Oh, that's great. All right. This is a question about the university, and they're asking, is Avoya's University and Foundations for Early Success program a learn at your own pace or an actual classroom session? Or if so, times of day, night, just that kind of a general question about that.
Yeah, no, Avoya University is completely self-paced. There's options to attend live versions, and I don't have the dates in front of me because they change and they try to match up with current needs that's happening. So they do offer some live sessions, but all of the sessions are also archived and available at your own pace from the standpoint of Avoya University. Some of the things in the early foundation program are going to vary. Again, they'll work with you on what your schedule is to try to get you into a session that best matches yours, or an individual session that best matches your availability. Some level of flexibility certainly shouldn't be a problem, finding an opportunity for you to be able to take that knowledge and further it.
Okay. This is an interesting question, but I get it. Is there a discount for any agents with previous cruise and travel sales experience? And they go, I'm on Social Security. So I get that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we don't have a discount, and we do have a military discount, Joni. Let me just say we're proud of our relationship with the military and veteran community. So if they qualify for that as either being active duty or retired, or the spouse of an active duty or retired military person, we do have $100 off the affiliation fee. And again, my team of network expansion specialists more than happy to go over details and make sure they qualify for that. Otherwise, it's $495 is the affiliation cost to join the Avoya network. That is for your initial 6-month agreement. It has a $99 renewal. Again, a $49 monthly fee that kicks in month number 3 that is currently waived when you generate at least $1,000 in gross commissions on a monthly basis.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you for clearing up that one as well. In this question, I think you've kind of answered this, but the question was, do you have to buy the education? In other words, if you've already been a travel agent professional in the past, and I'm assuming, no, you don't have to do the education unless you choose to. Is that correct?
The education, if you're brand new to the industry, we do need an education platform, ours or another acceptable program to move forward. If you're an experienced agent and that experience is in the last handful of years, then certainly you can bypass that education requirement. If we have a conversation and we're kind of on the fence, like maybe your experience is a decade old, we certainly know that there's been so many changes and our industry just morphs and moves so fast. We do have an option directly through my team for those vast amount of knowledge in the travel industry to bypass the main education part and just do the test only, or they can opt to do the test and have a different fee where it's going to add in the memberships of CLIA and ASTA as well. So we do have a test only option if after a discussion with specialists, both parties think that's the best way to move forward. So again, just to reiterate, brand new to the industry, our travel education platform, or one that is acceptable. Recent experience, no need for that as long as it had generated some sales. If the experience is really old, we may ask you to just to test out of the program and prove that you're still kind of up to current standards.
Okay. If someone asks, perhaps if you can share this, how many agents you have in your network?
We have approximately 1,300 affiliates in our network right now, plus another, I don't know the exact number, a couple hundred of what we would call additional licenses. So people who are not their own affiliate, but are affiliated under one of our affiliates. So there is a way that if you had your own sub-agents or things like that, we do have a program that you're able to add additional agents to your license. So approximately 1,500 people taking, actively using the program, I would say.
Okay. There's a question that someone has, and another person has a question that's kind of similar to it. So I'm going to try to mash them together. Says, I currently belong to a host agency and I've been have bookings into 2024, which is great. Congratulations. Am I able to start with Avoya and keep my other account open until I'm paid by those other suppliers? And then along with that, I'm going to add this other one, which says I'm with another host agency. If I transfer to Avoya and do the training, can I be affiliated with only one, correct? So basically the question is kind of, can I work with two at the same time? I guess that's kind of what we're saying on that one side of it.
Yeah, I think I have a gist of both questions. Let me see if
Okay.
I tackle them both, and if not, we'll make me circle back and give a better answer, Joni. But
Okay.
you certainly can be a part of two different host agencies, right? One of the things about being a host is that there's nothing going to be exclusive in our. Just honest with you, none of the host agencies should have language in their agreement that requires you to be exclusive. To use an analogy that might make sense from the real world, it's like if you were to be a driver for one of these services like Uber or Lyft, you don't have to just be exclusive to one. You can actually be a driver both. That's part of the ability of yours from being an independent standpoint. So you can work with as many host agencies as makes sense. Sometimes, if you have bookings on the books and you're moving to a new relationship, depending on what was booked, when it was booked, at what stage of that booking is in, whether it's made final payment or whatever the situation is, you may be able to transfer that from one relationship over to the other. I'm not going to get into all the specifics because they vary so much by vendor, but usually it involves whatever your previous agreement says, whatever the vendor rules are. I can tell you, as your new host, if you're able to move business over to us, we're certainly not going to stand in your way of putting new business on the books. Let's just put it that way. So no exclusive agreement in our agreement, or there shouldn't be in any other host agency agreement. You can be with two for as long as it makes sense for you, whether that's waiting for bookings to travel and then just solely being with one, whatever the case may be, you're in control, you're the business owner.
Okay. And thank you for that. And in terms of air, is that somebody says, did I hear you say that you do not do air?
No, we do air, and we're actually about to make a bigger push into air. Air is tricky, right, Joni? Because
yes.
many moons ago in the 90s, the airlines took out the majority of commissions on booking air. And so while people have to get from point A to point B, nobody likes to do a lot of work if you're not going to make any commission or any money on that. So for the longest time, Avoya Travel has really taken a backward step from the air component. This new relation with Travel Leaders Network, we are just in the process of finalizing. It's actually in the very final beta stages, being tested by and used and tweaked by members of our affiliate network now. And while I don't have a 100% date that that's going to be coming online for everybody, I have on great authority that beta test is just about done. And we will have a comprehensive air program, and there will be access to more commissionable air than ever has been available to those in the Avoya network. But I want to make it clear that there is a distinct difference between having levels of access to that level of air and needing to book a group of people and block out 40 seats on a flight and be able to manage that and the schedule changes in the whole 9 yards. So kind of apples and oranges from there. So yes, Avoya has and will be unveiling an amazing air program here. Again, final beta testing right now, but that's different than being an agency that is focused on air.
Okay, perfect answer. Thank you. Somebody's asked, it's a good question. Being completely green to the travel industry, by the way, welcome, Jorge. Can you break down how the commission works again, how the split would work for a live lead, for example, on a $5,000 sale? So just kind of get into a little bit more if you can. Had a couple more questions about more details on the live leads and how that works with the commission. So that would be awesome.
So let's see if this helps. So let's say you have a client, they're taking a cruise and the total price that the client is paying is $5,000. Of that $5,000, probably say, I don't know, just to keep the math easy, 500 of it is going to be taxes and port charges and fees. So we don't get any commission on the taxes or the port charges that are charged because that's the money that's going into Uncle Sam or the state or the local municipality. That's their money, their taxes that they're having for allowing the ship to be able to go out of their area or to go out of the United States or all of that in general. So that leaves us with about $4,500 in what you would call the gross amount, right? So the vendors are going to pay us commission on that. Lowballing it a little bit and just going on the low end, 15% is going to be what you would really say expect in gross commissions on that kind of booking. So I'm trying to do the math really fast on the top of my head. And so that would be like approximately $675 worth of commission based on 15%, if I'm doing the math right. Out of that $675, it depends on who had sourced the lead. So if that's your personal client, when the commissions come in, and I'll talk about that in 1 second, you're going to receive 80% of the total commissions via direct deposit, usually the week after Avoya Travel receives the money. If it's a live lead, you're going to receive 30% of that $650. The vendors normally pay the commissions in a couple of time frames. If it's a regular like cruise booking, you're just booking 2 people and there's no group that it's involved with, normally the vendors forward the commission about a week after final payment has been made. It's at that point that the clients are unable to back out, and so the vendors feel comfortable settling the books. They send Avoya Travel the gross commission, you receive yours via direct deposit. If it's booked into a group, normally the groups are not rectified until the people have actually traveled. So you're going to receive your money within a couple of weeks after the sailing has happened. Same thing on a lot of land. They do not, because there's lots of ways for clients to make changes, they do not finalize the books on that personal trip until the time the clients have actually traveled. So that does mean you're going to want to have the ability to understand that you're making sales sometimes a few months in advance, sometimes even a few years in advance, and build your pipeline accordingly. So I hope that answer helps.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, thank you for that. All right, just got a couple more questions. After affiliating with Avoya and completing all the needed training, is there a website building tool available when you're ready to start marketing?
Website building tool that we offer a dedicated page on our website and all the assets from the Marketing Resource Center, and certainly advice and through our community forum on ways to successfully deploy them, whether or not you're using social media or other avenues. But there's not per se a website builder. Again, you do get a dedicated on our website, but a URL would be something that would be of your own, and that would be at your cost. But that doesn't mean you might not get a great suggestion just by communicating that in the agent form. And another one of our independent affiliates who's already taken that step couldn't help you by saving time or effort by providing a reference.
Great. Okay. And I'm going to do the last question here. How or at what point are they connected to their mentor?
Well, the affiliation specialist mentor is as soon as they put in the request and they're engaged and ready to have that conversation. Somebody from my team, more than happy to be the mentor as far as information on just getting the business set up. And then once you're in the network, again, so you're going to be handed off eventually to somebody that's going to handle the contracting. And that's a couple of day process where you're, formalizing the agreement and the tax form and all of the direct deposits so you can receive your money. From there, the agreement is finalized and you're a member of the Avoya network. And then a whole new level of mentorship immediately kicks in. So if you're engaged from day one, we can be engaged from day one.
Fantastic. I love it. Okay. Well, amazing information. And Chris, I have to give you a round of applause here from Arizona that you did an amazing job talking into your phone, because I know that is not easy. And I'm glad that we were able to get you on here and get it working. Okay. Fantastic presentation. Thank you everyone for being here. Chris, thank you so much for all this amazing information.
Joni, we love our partnership with everybody in your organization. We love the opportunity to share what makes Avoya Travel so unique and special, and why we're the #1 host agency in leisure travel. So thank you for the opportunity. And I hope for both of us, you in Arizona, me in Florida, that we get some cooler weather in the near future.
Well, amen to that. And I must say, I'm very excited, Chris, because I'm going to be coming with you on your cruise in Alaska in September for your Avoya conference. And I think we'll cool down up there. What do you think?
I think so. It'll be a hot time, but it'll be a little cooler weather.
Amen. We're going to have a great time. I want to thank again everybody for being here today. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you next time. Bye, Chris.
Goodbye.